Hello everyone, I'm Akanksha Meni, a mental health professional. Being in this field, I'm cognizant about the value of mental and emotional well-being. Having said that, living in a society that is governed by patriarchy, sometimes we'll all take it for granted that men have it easy. But I wonder how true is it? Hectic schedules, unwanted work pressure, financial responsibilities, amidst other things. I'm sure even men experience stress a lot of times. Men mental health concerns are not as uncommon as you may believe. As per WHO, 1 in every 6 men experience anxiety and depression. Now, the real question is why? If you look closely, being a man comes with a lot of preconceived notions. Notions that define what it truly means to be a man. These gender norms can be witnessed very early on in the upbringing of a male child. Remarks like boys don't cry, boys never ask for help, or that to be strong like a man are some of the glorified examples that set the parameters for being masculine enough. Mind you, any deviations in these are considered to be a sign of weakness in men. It's almost like we expect, or rather we picturize men to always have everything together, to always be strong. And such expressions lead to grown-up men with a fragile sense of masculinity. A masculinity that shatters just by expressing how one feels, or a masculinity that is threatened by just the thought that they're experiencing emotions that come so naturally to humans. Regardless, we all have the implicit need to cope with the flood of emotions and thoughts that come our way. And men are no exception to this. At loss of the privilege to talk about it and seek help, men resort to self-medication. Yes, they may in fact start depending on alcohol or even drugs to self-medicate and feel a sense of relief. And this does no good. In fact, it causes more harm. And now, even if you all acknowledge that what I'm saying is true, you might wonder what is it that you can do about it? How can you contribute to making the situation even slightly less dreadful? Well, a lot. Yes, you can do a lot. I believe it's now the time to take the road that has been less traveled. It's time to be the trailblazing change in this path. How? By, for once, acknowledging that we all, men and women alike, have good and bad days, and that it's okay to not be okay. But if we keep bottling up, we won't be able to heal or start to feel better. We all know this, right? But still there is something that stops us from talking about it. What is it? It's stigma. I believe such illnesses, although invisible, never discriminate between men and women or rich or poor. It is us humans who impose gender norms to such emotions and experiences. We need to stop being weighed down by the archaic notions of what it means to be a man, or in fact what it means to be a human. We need to reframe the definition of masculinity that has been carved by the society in age-old ways. We need to encourage men to feel safe around us, to be able to express openly about how they feel. The more we talk, the easier it gets. In a world where men are asked to man up whenever they talk about their struggles, I think it's time to bring about a change so we get our men back, our real man back. Let's challenge these outdated gender stigmas and let's break free from the shackles of these rusted stereotypes and talk. Let's create that safe space for men so they can freely tell us how they feel. Let's promise to never let another life go by due to mental health unawareness. This Men's Mental Health Week, let's bring back our gentlemen. Men who are men enough to be gentle.